You have an American flag in front of your house. Swipe away. Do not watch this video.
Yeah,
Welcome back
welcome back.
to the glorious future.
Getting more and more
Been a
glorious all
minute.
the time.
Been a minute. It's been about a
It
week or
has.
two.
It has. But the episode's been consistent. Need to get
Yeah.
that recent one up still. Um, but that's up on YouTube. Some of our best work, I think. Um,
Yeah. I actually just re-edited it to where it's like now there's zero slurs. There was one pesky little slur in there that I thought might be crucial to remove that in the initial editing process I forgot to remove it. Kind of slipped through. I didn't notice until I
well,
was listening back.
honestly, I don't know. I don't really know if Spotify would care. I don't know if they would catch that or any of the other distributors. But I think the clip you sent me, I think it needs to be put out. Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
But
I'm trying to
but that's
I'm trying to
still
I'm trying to tone it down too. I uh
I'll
I'm
still
still gonna listen to a lot of violent music. I'm still gonna, turn things up once in a while. But I think you know, I was in the top 5% of Vinny Paz listeners like 2 years in a row. And I was
oh
like,
nice.
maybe I'm using this to like I could just put that on. I could do some push-ups. I could like be like, I'm not gonna think about stuff. I'm just gonna get shit done.
Mm.
Like maybe I'm covering up for some things by just blasting these, frequencies into my head all day.
Yeah, I think about that quote like, well, I don't even know. It's like I wouldn't say it's a quote, but you said it before. Is like, yeah, just listening to nothing is probably more beneficial. Just like actually, thinking about stuff, not just spacing out. But
Yeah.
my favorite part of the day is at the end of my shift at the Pizza Hut when it's time to
Hmm.
just I have to vacuum, sweep, and mop, and so I put on both AirPods and I just bump some Steely Dan or some Walter Becker, Donald Fagen. Ooh, I throw it down. I start singing, dude. I'll be vacuuming. I'll actually start singing a fucking Steely Dan song. It's just the most peaceful part of my day is vacuuming the Pizza Hut carpet and singing some fucking voulez-vous, some old school deep cuts.
I should get into that. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. People gotta enjoy life a little bit more. People gotta be fine with,
Yeah.
sing along with some Steely Dan, the Pizza Hut. People gotta be fine with, you know, I recently watched Mission Impossible 3 on a plane in public. And I publicly enjoyed Mission Impossible 3 and I felt fine about it. If you're taking life so seriously, you you know, can't sing along and while you sweep if you can't really enjoy one of the
And
greatest franchises of all time while other
it's
people
the little
watch
things.
you, you're taking life too seriously.
It really is the little things. And it's like I
Yeah.
used to say I'd rather have long-term fulfillment than happiness, but at the same time, uh I think about that. I used to listen a lot of Devin the Dude, and like his first album was just like, I don't know, kind of being a bum, but it's like
Yeah.
an argument for kind of being a bum, if you want to think about it as being a bum, is like it's your life. Might as well go ahead and enjoy it. Buy some for
Yeah.
your kids, buy a bottle of gin. Is it a sin? I don't know. X and O's in this world. It's crazy. Like you could just do what the fuck you want to do and
Yeah.
enjoy life a little bit. If I want to, I don't know. I have hobbies and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it goes back to us being like the yin and yang. I'm just like this. I'm like Mordecai and Rigby almost
Who's that?
from fucking regular show. You know, regular show.
I've never actually watched it.
Oh, they're just slackers, like the archetype of the slacker.
Yeah, it's it's a lot of music that's pushed out now is m the culture's been they've tried to manufacture it. They've tried to they've tried to figure out what pieces make they've
Yeah.
tried to turn it into like chemistry or something. They've tried to like,
Oh yeah.
design music,
Let's
you know?
homebrew. Let's homebrew Prince. You know what I mean? As far as like,
Yeah.
let's make the most popular artist, but let's make him in a lab, pretty much.
You can fake authenticity for like dumb people, but it won't last, you
And
know?
never. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of
Steely Dan, that's gonna last.
especially a lot of those songs still I don't know, they're like they relate to like modern shit. Especially the ones that like only a fool would say that. Remember, a world become one of salads
Hmm.
and suns. Like that intro is my favorite intro because yeah, we got the man on the screen and like especially now when Trump was like, my New Year's resolution is world peace, and then they kidnapped the president of Venezuela like 2 days later,
Yeah.
bombed the
I
fuck out of
mean,
him.
I
But
was I
in
remember
pop,
talking, sorry.
oh yeah, when I just wanted to make this point about popular music nowadays is I don't know, like I like to just hang out, like stay home and like hang out with my girlfriend sometimes. You know, we do a little drinking.
Hmm.
I'll put on some Dan. I'll put on some Steely Dan, but you know, I'm just like, hey, you put on a song. And it's like Sabrina Carpenter talking about how she wants to kill a guy, but also like suck his dick. It's such a weird thing where it's like men don't have any power over us, but ooh baby, if he's got a six pack. Um, and it's like her album was called Man's Best Friend. And it's like a picture of her on her knee, like hands and knees. And it's like, is that not the most degenerative thing you've ever seen? At
I
least for me,
mean,
it just seems degenerative to what society's really is and like what survival is as a human race. Like
yeah.
just to be and the argument that people make is like, oh, it's just music, oh, it's just fun. And it's like, no, this is like a chant, you know what I mean? This is a repetition that's getting pushed into your brain and forming your personality. But
Understandable.
but I don't think that, and like with what's that other girl's name, like Chapel Roan, like those songs are good and stuff, but it's like that's all they're catchy is what I mean by when I say they're good. But
Yeah.
that's the only pro to them. Everything else is a con. It negates the progress that we've made as a society. And as well, be honest, society is built by men, so it negates everything that men have tried to fucking build. Not only
Wait. Sorry, I spaced out, and then I was trying to think about what I was gonna say, and then I came back when you're saying that men are responsible for everything good. So I just wanna make sure I actually get what you're saying before I agree with it.
this modern pop shit where it's like, and it's like men have built society. Men have fucking died in the trenches to build this shit. We have done so much to make this a fucking comfortable air conditioned society. And you guys wanted to and you femoids, you foids, you female fucking specimens wanted to like destroy this shit. You know what?
Um,
I've been racist. I've been anti-Semitic. Let's get into some misogyny. Let's get into some fucking misogyny.
just
But
to
but
make
if
sure
you but
everything's
if you
like balanced out, you know?
but if you feed into this energy of like I don't know. I believe in real female empowerment. I believe that like women actually do have a decent like a not I don't want decent's not the right word, but they have a place in society that's equal to men. And you know, men and women should be partners first and foremost. That's how societies are built, and that's how people survive is by us being allies. But this modern feminist kind of thing where it's like I want to I want to stab this man in the chest, but only after I fucking suck his cock. Um, that's what I'm really misogynistic against is those types of people. I believe I'm a feminist. Women should be able to vote, have equal rights, whatever the fuck. I don't really care. But if you want to act like a fucking retard, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
see how long that lasts. See in the next 5 years how fucking popular are you, stupid, you dunce, you fucking dunce.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
It's my off days. I'm a
oh,
little. It's my off day. I'm a little drunk.
understandable. I would be. I don't want to derail the whole conversation because I
No,
feel
go
like
ahead.
we were getting onto something wholesome, and I want to continue with that.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
if y'all want to know the truth about, because it's not really like women, it's not really like Sabrina Carpenter, it's not Taylor Swift, it's like what forces are actually
Yeah.
behind that. And if you want to know what forces are behind that, if you want to know who designed Sabrina Carpenter and what she represents and who she's supposed to be, Izzy and Griffin on Tinfoil Hat. Find that episode. I'm not even gonna
Oh
go
shit, he was
into it
on
right now.
tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it right now because I can't do it justice. But that dude went fucking deep on that. And she is I mean, it ties into the Freemasons, it ties into like all this
Yeah,
messaging in The Shining and Rosemary's Baby, where
swag,
they
dude.
talk about Sabrina and they talk about, you know, bringing this kind of childlike she she does represent some Satanist stuff, I think. But also I want to say like I think Too Short's probably pretty bad for society too. Um
Bitch, is that him? Blow the
yeah,
whistle. Yeah,
yeah.
he.
I mean that stuff's pretty bad. I don't think that has great effects long term.
Yeah,
Dudes
I want.
listening to Too Short.
No, obviously, I used to listen to a couple of Too Short songs, and then I just realized,
There
like,
is
holy fuck,
It's Your Life. That's a good song. That's a
it's
good
like,
song. There's real shit in there. After he went away from that and he was just like, I get so much pussy, I'm gonna make 10 albums about it.
yeah,
Where is this gonna go, dude? You're 60 now. What are you
that's
gonna
kind of
do now?
that's kind of
Where's
what
this
happened.
going? You're on the side of death. You've chosen the side of death. I want to say that. Um, you know what?
I
I
do want to
haven't.
make a point real quick though about that was perfect to remind me of the people that made Sabrina Carpenter and that made Taylor Swift and Katy Perry as well. Katy Perry used to be a gospel singer, and then her first single under this like Shabbat Shalom ass label was I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. And
Yeah,
so that's perfect because if you think about a Sabrina Carpenter song, her most popular song was made by 16 people, and her only credit is as singer, not as songwriter, not as producer, not as anything else except for singer. She is a very small part of the writing process, but the whole brand. And it's like, yeah, it's some Shabbat Shalom, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel ass motherfucking record label. It's like Jay-Z and a yarmulke. He's a pedophile piece of shit, but he's also Jewish, so we can't really do nothing about it.
yeah.
But that was perfect. But about Too Short and like I that album Blow the Whistle, I heard the song, I was like, damn, this shit is fire. And then I
It is.
listened
It does sound good. It does sound good.
I
I've
listened to the
listened to
whole
Too Short.
album. I
I
listened to the
gotta
whole
get a
album and
bitch
it's
and get my
like
dick sucked.
but that's the whole album is I gotta get a bitch and I gotta get my dick sucked.
Yeah.
That's literally all he talks about. And it's like and then every once in a while he goes, bitch. And then yeah, that's
And then
it.
that's it.
That's why I don't
There's not
listen to
really
rap
anything
music
more to say
anymore.
about it.
The only rapper I listen to is Billy Woods, and I think his shit's actually interesting because his dad was a socialist, like revolutionist, in like I think it was Zimbabwe. So his dad was
Damn.
his dad was actively trying to decolonize a country, and he grew up like in that environment. And like the shit he raps about is actually interesting. And then living in DC as like a homeless person for a little bit, like
Hmm.
I like the same way I've listened to a lot of Jedi mind tricks and stuff. Not a lot, but I've gone through like the because you post them all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like it's maybe not the same vibe or the same exact stuff that they talk about, but it's the same level of consciousness,
Yeah. Right.
conscientiousness.
And a lot of times when I like listen to I'm a fan of Vinny Paz in general. I think he's one of those guys that's like is an adept to some level at his understanding of the world
He's
and
a white boy in motion
how
for
good he got
sure.
at something. Yeah. Um,
He's a white guy, right? I know Vinny Paz, but
yeah.
I haven't heard him in a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time. Yeah, okay.
Um, I mean he's Sicilian, so
Yeah, well, the right would have you believe that there is no black Italians.
he might be
That's a
he's
different.
a black Italian, I think. But, you know, I don't
Uh,
I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff, you know. I don't think I'm qualified to speak on that, you know.
well, Jay-Z's a black Italian as well.
Really?
Nah,
Okay.
nah. I watched a documentary about him, and they're saying he's like, this is like mafioso rap.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, bro. Beyonce was 17 when they started fucking. Who cares?
Um, yeah, like those Jedi Mind Tricks albums, like I every time I'm like, here's the thing, like, um, it's like a couple months ago, I was listening to probably one of the mo like worst people I've ever met. Um, I shouldn't say that. I don't. I would say that she was weak evil, you know? Um,
Yeah, like a low energy kind of spirit, like a level one fucking
yeah,
spirit.
someone who was like, well, it's just good to like go to therapy and like talk about stuff and like get excuses for all like you being a piece of shit, you know?
Yeah,
And
and just ruminate on your problems all the time and make it your whole personality.
yeah, or like just find excuses for like why you're a bad person and it's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
what
mind if I?
I
Oh, sorry. Do you
yeah.
mind if I take a piss break real quick?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Uh, I just want. I was chugging a fucking energy drink before this, so I kind of fucking.
Understandable. Understandable.
Energy drinks aren't good, but sometimes you just need the energy for the cast.
Sometimes.
But yeah, sorry about cutting you off. Do you
Oh,
remember what you're
totally
talking about?
understandable. Yeah, so I was talking about like um and I, you know, there's probably versions of therapy that are good and I'm not saying like look, if you got like molested or something, go to therapy. Do it. Like do whatever like, you know, if something really terrible happened to you. But if you're just like a bad person, like if you're it's like say you're, you know, breaking up somebody's marriage but you're still like, yeah, the world is just like blah blah blah, and we have to do these social justice issues, and people just need to go to therapy. It's like maybe you should live with the fucking guilt for a little bit. Maybe
Yeah,
you
you
should see
fucking
how that go.
homebreaker,
Yeah, maybe you should see how that feels.
homewrecker ass
Um,
bitch.
that's what I um, and
You could e-
I
you could
have
either
deep
you could either make excuses or you could make a path to the future. You
yeah
know, you could either ruminate on your fucking problems all the time with some chick with a PhD. It's like I think about that Joe Rogan clip all the time. He had like a therapist on there. It's like, oh yeah, this it's this 17-year-old kid. They're not really too loud. All they want to do is talk. Give them a little prescription. Call them bipolar. Hey, I got a client for the next 5 fucking years. It's that easy. Easy money, baby. I got a new. He's coming in here every third Friday. Boom,
yeah
500 bucks in my pocket. Not only him, but 20 other little schmucks. Sorry,
yeah.
these people are victims. I don't want to call them schmucks, but
And when you put it like that, it's like that. I mean, that's actually pretty evil. And there's times in my life where like
who isn't evil though? You know
I
what I
wouldn't have
mean?
gone on I would have gone on medication. I would have gone to therapy, but sometimes, you
I was
know,
on I when I still lived with TJ, the first year I moved to Pocatello, I was so depressed and like anxious. I don't know if depressed is I don't want to say I was depressed if I didn't, get what do they say that like a doctor diagnosed me depressed. I was very sad.
yeah,
I was very anxious. I would wake up in the morning in like cold sweat, and it was
damn.
just like every single morning, like just a cold sweat. I have to change my clothes. I take a shower every morning because I was so fucking. I was just stressed every day with
You're
like
sweaty.
every day I was just nauseous and like fucking. I felt awful, and then I went to the doctor and I told him all this. Is like, yeah, dude, I hate this shit. I think about just getting in a fucking car crash. But they gave me he's like, "Oh, you want to do some Lexapro?" And I was on Lexapro for a month.
How was that? Probably awesome.
I didn't it takes longer than that probably for the effects to kick in, but that's what
Oh,
around the
oh.
time I started watching like Sam Hyde and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, I don't need, and like you'd see reels where it's like girls night out, and it's like they're all like she's on Lexapro and she's on Vyvanse, and she's also on Lexapro and like all these other drugs I can't really think of right now, but and it's just I thought to myself, I was like, why would I want to do this to myself? I'm such a I literally cannot cope. You know what I mean? I that I have to fucking destroy my brain. And like after a month, I didn't even get a refill on the prescription. You know what I mean? It was just I probably took half the bottle, threw the rest away. I was like, I don't want to fucking do this to myself. I don't think I took it long enough to experience any effects though.
Yeah.
Um,
Huh.
I was just, yeah. I do a lot of things that it's like, it's, I do a lot of things that are embarrassing. You know what I mean? Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
I don't know. I'm just prone to feeding into the bullshit. I'm not as adept. And like, especially now, like there's it's just been lazy as fuck. I haven't been on my game at all. But deep down I don't really have any interest to get back into it as much. Especially for like trading. I don't know what about trading, but it's like in my soul I don't feel it like a pressure to move forward toward that. In my conscious mind I do.
I mean, I want to get back to what I was saying in a second, but with trading, the times that I've done the best with it is when I did the least. I don't think you got to do a lot. Like keep it unless you want to do it as like a full-time job. Um,
Yeah.
I've I still did way too much this year and overtrade. This is my probably my this yeah, this is my first profitable year after 3 years. Um, this last year, and I did way less than the first 2 years, and I lost a ton of money the first 2 years.
Yeah,
I
less
mean,
is more. And too much
yeah,
of a good thing can be bad.
if the one conclusion I really came to recently is like the times when I've done the best in my life isn't when I've been like, I gotta get it now before it's too late. I gotta like get all this stuff and accomplish all these things. Like that's how you lose it. When you actually realize um that you are in a good place and you do have a lot and like you're gonna be a lot more patient and careful and make
Yeah.
better decisions. But getting back to what I was saying, what
Yeah,
I
sorry about
did
that. I kind of started
couple
ranting.
oh no, you're good. A couple months ago, you know, I had a lot of questions about things and I was really wondering which direction to go. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get my journal. I'm gonna put on probably probably the greatest Jedi Mind Tricks album. I probably my personal favorite, Servants in Heaven, Kings in Hell.
Oh,
And
swag.
I'm gonna do a pack on it. I'm gonna go buy a pack of camels and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna get to it. You know,
Hell yeah.
really go all the way. Take it, you know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be a fun time all the time. Sometimes you really gotta get in get in deep and take it to the extreme and uh
Yeah.
it's not gonna be nice and like fun to figure out
Mhm.
uh what you actually should be doing sometimes.
It's kind of like that JFK quote where it's like don't do it because it's easy, but do it because it's hard or whatever.
Yeah.
Um I think about that too is like I'll be honest because I said it in the last episode, the best thing I could do is just be honest. Um there's been a lot of times, especially last year. I know we're just in the new year, I almost said this year. There's a lot of times last year where it's like I was compelled just to freaking, I don't say freaking, compelled to just get drunk and cry.
Yeah.
My life sucks. I hate waking up. Every time I wake up in the morning, I just want to fucking die. And I'm just gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna go to work, pretend to be okay, and then come home and cry. And why do that? You have a choice to take that low energy bitchiness and transform that into something else where it's like you work hard and you take that energy. It's like, oh, I'm not feeling okay right now. Why? This
Yeah.
is why. Okay, let me fucking solve that problem real quick. Let me get to work. And I know, and identifying that you have a problem is like the first step in anything. They say like if you're addicted to fucking crack, you identify that you have a crack problem first, and then you work from there. So it's like when you have these emotions where it's like, oh my God, my life sucks. I just want to break down and blah blah blah. And then you start drinking, you're like, oh man, if I was rich, I would buy this and this. It's like, motherfucker, if you don't start working right now, all you're ever gonna do is just get drunk and talk about how if you were rich instead of actually
Yeah.
getting rich. With phones and stuff, it's like doom scrolling. Instagram's gonna update and now it's gonna be like an auto scroll where it's like you don't even have to use your thumb. You could just set your phone up like this and it'll auto scroll reels for you.
You can just
It's
set it up and get fat while the thing.
Yeah, you could eat Cheeto. You could eat a big bag of Cheetos while you auto scroll through Instagram like an annoying little fucking schmuck. I can't imagine a life like that. And that's my
Mm-hmm.
life now. Like especially towards the end of this year and the past couple of days, man, I've just been hogging that Instagram, getting that Instagram like stuck deep in my fucking jowls. I'm taking that shit in like it's fucking an IV of morphine, bro. Like that shit is literally morphine. If you think about it, it might as well be Xanax. Oh, you're just gonna sit here for 4 hours? Yeah, it's like you just took a pill. Um, but I don't even know. I started yelling at my girlfriend because she was like, "What? I like my phone. What else am I gonna do, bro?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No," because I'm on my phone too. Like it's not like I'm being a hypocrite or anything. I was just saying it about both of us. But yeah, yo, we always talk about getting rich. We always talk about, oh, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to have a house. Motherfucker, if
Yeah.
you don't get off your phone and start doing something right now, how is that ever gonna happen? Keep dreaming. Keep fucking dreaming if you want to just doom scroll all day and think about how things should be instead of working in the way that things are now. Swag.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm rambling, but I wanted to get those points out.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Don't let your
In
trauma define you, and don't let your Instagram doom scrolling define your life. As oh, I'm gonna go to work, scroll. Before I go to work, I'm gonna scroll. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna come home and scroll, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up, and scroll, and then go to work. Like, how do you not see this as some kind of fucking fresh hellscape that we've created for ourselves? Sorry, I get I was emotional about that.
I get it. That's like the stuff like I don't even really have any trauma like that. Like I've been really lucky, but it's I don't know, like hearing about something like that or even when I sometimes I do listen to a lot of that music as to like block stuff out or or just like if you're repetitively listening to music all the time, that's like there's not really anything in it. Um But once in a while, when I do go through one of those albums, that's and a lot of people could look at the stuff that they talk about in an album like Servants in Heaven, Kings in Hell as you know, like evil almost. But not to keep going back to it, but I've just been thinking about like why do I listen to so much of that music? And I think because like in hearing about those extremes, um I don't like there's a lot of sort of uh even though I don't really have those experiences, there's a lot of like I don't know if I'm putting this right. You like a lot of people could say that that music is like kind of, I think it's just representative of a certain um like
Motif.
state in the out there in the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what a motif means, but
Like kind
um
of almost like an archetype, but it's like when an artist has a motif, it's like their motive, their their representation, their passion of it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I think
they're
I get what you're saying, where it's like you not in a literal sense you connect to that, but in your own type of way, there's it resonates with you. Is that kind of what you're saying?
yeah, right. Like just kind of like when I'm dealing with my own like little problems to like get some perspective on the world to like really take it to an extreme. Um, and I feel like it's talking about those issues in the world and those issues that people have. And like even if you don't have super extreme stuff going on in your life, like I haven't been good about getting down to actually how I feel and what my priorities are. So I just don't think about it sometimes and I just like try to be as productive as possible. But
Yeah.
I mean, like earlier this week, coming back to salmon and like trying to figure out what I actually want to do in life and rethinking like what's important. Um, like because I hadn't really allowed myself to think about a lot of stuff that was bugging me and issues I was having and the
Yeah.
direction I wanted to go in, I ended up having to deal with it all in like 2 days of just thinking about it constantly
Yeah.
and like
Almost like
not
sobering
like
up.
yeah, like not being able to go to sleep and like
Yeah.
really being like, damn, did I fuck everything up? Did I was I just like running around in circles for years, like trying to find something out there instead of figuring out what I was actually supposed to be about? Because I like a lot of the time I was just staying on the surface level of everything. Um, and I don't know, by taking it to those extremes of like actually think about what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Where's that going to lead to in 100 years? Um, and I did, I don't know, like I thought about um Vinny Paz posts little like snippets of wisdom once in a while on his story.
Yeah.
And
I've seen you repost that in the past.
damn, do I really not have this saved? I have it in my journal. Just a
Yeah.
second. Um, because it's like not like I would have to live my life at those extremes, most likely, but sometimes I found if I really want to find the truth, if I really want to find out what I should be about in life, you have to take it to those extremes. Um,
Yeah. And that's the main
but
thing that keeps me up at night as well, is those extremes. And the way I think about my future is in those extremes.
yeah,
Especially when I have outside sources like family and stuff, and just even a customer asked me, "Are you going to college?" And when I said no, the reaction wasn't made me fall into this extreme where it's like, "Oh fuck, I'm working a shitty little Pizza Hut job, but I'm not going to college." That's an extreme, is where it's you feel pressured to want to go towards wasting $20,000 on some bullshit. And the thing with student loan debt, it's not like credit card debt. Like that motherfucker they'll come to your house. They'll
yeah,
get some motherfuckers to come to your house. They'll garnish your weight. You'll get a court date with them student loans. But
yeah.
um,
Um, what I would say about now I'm getting off again, but what I would say about college is like it's the same thing as regular life. Are you doing it because you're actually care about something and you're pursuing it? Or are you doing it because you don't know what you want to do and you're trying to like escape? Like there's the people that go to college because they really want to pursue a certain thing and they want to become good at it and it's worth that to them and they have a plan. And there are a decent amount of people I think that go to college and they're scared to go out into the real world, and they kind of
Yeah.
stay in college for their whole lives. Like that's
Yeah.
what um
It's the same as the high school mindset, is like the college mindset, where it's just like party
yeah,
and make my parents happy by doing this, I guess. But what I really want to do is fuck tight little college pussy and get drunk all the time.
yeah. And there's
And then you're
and then
25 and you can't do that anymore. And
right.
then
And
the
then there's the
degeneration of society happens.
right.
Sorry.
And then there's the yeah, yeah, for sure. There's there's the people that don't go to college because they're scared of actually pursuing something. Um and they're scared of like going after something and what they might they're like scared of failing, I guess, and scared of getting in the real world. And then there's the people that don't because they are just want to go out and like directly pursue something in the real world and go around and figure out what this is about. It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter like uh what you do. It just matters like are you pursuing your full potential, I guess. But
Yeah.
back to what I was saying about that quote, um if you're not willing to die to make your dream a reality, you're not aiming high enough. A man should have a mission that transcends himself.
Yeah.
Um, and like you might be unlikely that you have to die to see your mission transcend you. But if you're trying to come down to like where do you want to go in life, you might not have to take it to the extreme that I did, but it did help me to be like, okay,
Yeah.
what are the dreams of that I have that I see transcending myself that I would actually be willing to sacrifice myself for if they were a reality. And it only came down to like a couple things, and it's like, well, maybe that's what I should be focused on. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Um,
And a lot of the representation is to an extreme, like the Jocko and the all these other fucking guys, like Jocko and Liver King and others. There's like take it to an extreme and don't let off the gas at all. It's like you don't have to do
yeah.
that. And
Well, yeah, I that's kind of getting onto a a different thing, I guess, but something I've
but
also been thinking about, which is that
I kind of want to say something about
pursuing max productivity and suffering all the time
yeah,
is actually a form of escapism,
it's a
I
form of
think sometimes.
it's a form of psychosis.
Yeah, yeah.
Wake up in the freezer. You like
Drag a tire to work, fire
yeah,
ants in your pants. You see that video?
yeah.
He's like,
My keyboard set in Chinese. I don't know
wife,
Chinese.
ex-wife calls, says I can't have custody of the kids. Good, grinding harder.
They were weighing me down anyways. Um,
Yeah,
but before you said, I feel like where you talk about college kids who are like scared to go out in the real world and like actually get involved with whatever or do something. I've felt that way where it's like maybe I should just be go an electrician, but I don't. My fear is I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing something that I don't enjoy and sacrifice literally my life. You get one life, you get one experience of the material world,
yeah,
and no matter how evil it is, you kind of want to enjoy it and you kind of want to do the things that do everything you can get that physical sensations going before you die. And it's like if I have to work 50 hours in a week, 50 hours a week repairing fucking electrical circuits and shit, and just to support my family, support a wife I hate and kids that I resent because they're so annoying. Like, what's the point?
yeah,
Be a wage slave to these sick, sadistic fucking pedophiles. This
yeah,
Shabbat Shalom ass motherfucking government that we're running in right now.
yeah.
Um, I just that's my fear is that I end up becoming like a wagey slave to something I don't even want to do.
I don't know. I think Camel Finance has been like, as far as like internet people go, I feel like he's been a really good role model for me. Someone who can
Oh yeah.
like, you know, really become good at something,
and
become an adept, be
really
kind
be
of
in
a
love with the game.
yeah, be kind of like a wizard and have a deep understanding of the world, but also can have a family and can like make some memes and go fishing, go take his dog on a walk, go out to the pub, get a slice of pie. He's like a balanced, he can enjoy life while trying to improve the world, which might be the best way to
Yeah,
improve the
and
world.
the reason he trades and makes these videos is because he for the love of the game because he genuinely enjoys it.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. I'm gonna switch to AirPods. Honestly,
All right.
I just put earrings in. Fucking hurt.
Does it sound does it sound pretty much the same?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
I
we're
just
good.
put these fucking got some earrings in. Fucking hurts my head. I shouldn't have these.
Congratulations.
I put them in. My girlfriend was like, "Yeah, you should put your earrings in. They look pretty good." And I put them in because I'm just a schmuck. I'm just an incel, I guess, or what's that called, a cuck. I'm just a dumb little cuck. I gotta do what I'm told.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. That's just going back to the fucking. I just thought it'd be funny to be like extreme about it. We're just talking about extremes.
Yeah.
I saw this guy on Instagram that I want to interview on the cast who's like that. It was like, if your girlfriend makes you do anything at all, you're a stupid little cuck. But it's like the guy posting all these videos, he's like autistic. And you could tell like he's never been with a woman before.
Yeah.
So it's just, I want to interview the guy. I texted him and sent him a link.
Yeah. I wanted to
I want
interview.
to
I
get into
wanted.
the minds of these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would be good to do. I almost texted Q Q Owl. You know that guy we're gonna have on the Urban Explorer,
The shaman?
the Urban Explorer guy. He wanted to come
No.
on the podcast a while ago, right before I went up to Alaska.
Oh,
But then
Scott?
no, different guy.
Oh,
Um, but then I didn't really have like a good connection, and then I was gonna contact him and see if he wanted to come on, but I just had a bunch of other stuff that I thought might come up this week. And I was like, I just got too much to think about. But that's a guy we just need to contact and get in Atlantis too. But anyway,
yeah.
where was I going with that? But yeah, we definitely should interview some of those guys.
Yeah. Who's the
Oh,
guy
but
that we talked to in
uh,
the meeting?
Martin.
Martin, yeah. I like what that guy was talking about, except for like the ice baths and like taking supplements and stuff. I was like, I don't know if I'm really cut out for all that.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I uh I used to
of
take
course,
cold showers every time I took a shower, and then I flew here. I was super excited. I wasn't like really slowing down and thinking about stuff. Um,
yeah,
and I flew here, I got back, and I was like, went skiing with my family, got back, I was like so fired up, and I was like,
good for
I'm gonna
you.
take a cold shower, so I'm not gonna be sore tomorrow. Took a cold shower, immediately um got an ear infection and was like just fucked up for a couple days. Not too
Damn.
bad, but like there was one night where I was like, oh, my head. Like I was looking through my mom has like this holistic medicine kind of book. I was looking through it. I was looking through all the cures. You know,
Yeah,
I was taking every, vitamin they had for me to take in there, doing all the teas. I got to the bottom.
snorting ginger root, eating
I
cloves of
was,
garlic.
yeah, I went to the bottom and it was like, in extreme cases, maybe it's time for a garlic enema. And I genuinely thought about doing it. It said sea enemas in the end of the book. I
That's
could only
wild.
find actual description of how to make a coffee enema, and I was like, it's like 10:30. I'm just gonna go to bed and see if this gets better because I don't even know. I couldn't find anything because I was like I would have to figure out how to mix this up. I would have to find a bag and like lube it up. This is gonna be I'm not gonna go to that. I'm not gonna get that extreme, but it was bad for a little bit. But I came to the realization,
It's got to be bad if you're like, I'm going to do an enema.
yeah, I was like, maybe, maybe I just thought of Chris Neltner. I'll go into that in a minute, but I was like, maybe I don't need to go to like maximum suffering all the time to be healthy. Maybe I could slow down once in a while. But Chris Neltner, he used to do coffee enemas all the time just for fun, just to be like, just to, I don't know, it must
Just to
make him
clear them
feel good,
out.
I guess, just to clear him out.
I think
But
that's all that does is like if you push a bunch of like water. I mean, obviously with coffee, you maybe absorb some caffeine from
I
that through
guess,
your
yeah.
ass. Like, but I think the enema is the point of it is to like push a bunch of water and it makes you have to like it fills your like intestines or something, so you feel like you have to go to the bathroom. I just remember
Right.
Liver King doing like he just talked about how he did like five in a row that day that he got arrested in Austin. Like that morning and that night, he was just blowing down coffee enemas.
Seems to be a pattern. Chris Neltner's family sent him to all respect to Chris Neltner. This is just I think he was probably wronged in this situation. His
This is just
family had him
reporting,
his
unbiased
family
reporting.
it's unbiased reporting. His family, this was years and years ago. Um I need to get back in contact with him. I don't think he's mad at me anymore, but his family had him arrested, sent to the mental hospital for, his health stuff and he's doing
Yeah.
a bunch of coffee enemas that day. Got arrested. It seems to be a pattern. Um, so
Maybe
yeah,
because you have
maybe
to be
maybe
fucking out of your mind to shove a hose up your ass and fill it full of coffee.
what I'm
Be that
saying is
fucking gay, buy a
maybe
dildo.
maybe don't always take it to the extreme. If you're shoving stuff up your butt all the time to try to fix your life, you know,
Even if it's
it's
just
not
for
you can't
medicinal,
always take
holistic
it.
purposes.
Don't You can't always be taking it to the extreme. You know, balance, moderation.
Take a fucking
That's
play some Call of Duty. Just take a fucking day off. Don't be such a don't be such a Nazi about your health that you have the 12 primal instincts, the 12 primal pacts, the ancestral tenets, and make your whole life about like some bullshit. Like you don't have to go to extreme. Yeah, you can just be
unless
a
you're
regular person.
unless you are selling something, unless you're Alex Jones, unless you're Tucker Carlson, and you're
Yeah.
like, guys, it's not a big deal because I do 40 of these a day. I wake up every morning and I combine two tins because I don't want to run out. Uh, I put it in my tactical my holster. It's part of my tactical gear. You ever seen that ad?
Yes, that's the ad that like the main reason I don't like Alps is because it's like
That's the ad that made me buy Alps.
you know like you know what a performative male is, right?
Not really.
It's a guy from New York who he has one of those little Labubu plushies
Uh-huh.
on his belt loop. He's reading a book like Why Pussy's Better Than Man or something like a feminist literature book. He's got the fucking shades, he's got the hat, he's got the bell bottoms and the low cut shirt. Performing, he's performing. He wants to put on a show for these women like a peacock.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to get some Brunswick pussy. He wants to get some
Mm-hmm.
Hartford pussy.
Mm-hmm.
This is some East Coast shit or like LA pussy. But Tucker Carlson, he's performative his own way, where it's like I can't even describe it, but it's like
I love it. I can't wait. I
that
can't
ad
wait to
is
see a
just
new Alp ad.
insane.
I love it.
How could you say in all serious, yeah, it's a part of my tactical gear. It's a part of my fucking tactical gear. I took
Because
a
I don't
12-hour
think
flight and I was so fucking geeked on Zen on Alps the whole time.
Alps.
I didn't even notice I was on a plane. And I landed and I was so happy. Tucker, what are you doing? And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna say retard." I guess I shouldn't talk shit because I censor it when I say the N word, but I don't censor it when I say retard. So I guess I don't really have an argument there. But
Yeah.
Nick Fuente brought that up where it was like, "Oh, we'll say retard, but we won't say the N word." I had it in my notes something I want to talk about that is like Nick Fuentes might secretly just be a weird little gay boy.
I've heard a lot of people say that. There's an argument for it.
I think I think like everything's the tables are turning. Andrew Tate, he just lost like a boxing match, and so did that other guy, one of the
Yeah.
Jake Paul or whatever.
Who
Oh
do
yeah,
we have who do we have to
unemployed
look up to anymore? Who do we have?
unemployed. Yeah, this is like unemployed people are shocked to hear this news. Like, but
Yeah.
nobody else cares except for unemployed people who play fucking Apex Legends or Fortnite all day. Um,
Yeah, people who think
but
they
the tables are turning. You know,
deserve everything and don't do
Nick
shit.
Fuentes, gay. Andrew Tate, also gay. Like the tables are turning, the cards are falling because it's like these people have a lifetime and it's not very long. It's only like 5 years. It's like think about all the people who were popping in 2016. Do you hear about any of them nowadays? No. Are they selling any records? No. Like if you just Shabbat Shalom your way into existence,
Right.
you fade out pretty quick and it doesn't last. Thinking
Yeah.
about my future, if I could just do podcast, if I could just be entertaining on a podcast and start making money from that, that might be my dream right now. That might be the thing that's like I really want to pursue.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I feel it in my soul a little bit more than I do trading right now. Trading doesn't really give me a hard on as much as doing the cast. Pause. That was
Yeah.
weird, but
Trading, you can just keep trading boring and not really like care about it. You can just be like, keep it simple. I'm gonna buy the cycle lows
I
2026 and
I've
chill.
made like $10
Work
on
on
Pan
other
American
stuff.
Silver.
Hell yeah.
It's like, and I've probably only made like three trades. And so it's like I don't know. I only have like two shares, I think, but things are going good. But, but I don't know. It's just I'm so I don't know if you ever feel this way, but like unmotivated to do anything. I feel like a fucking bum. I'm Pizza Hut maxing it.
I mean,
And I don't know where that feeling comes from, what the
I don't,
motivation is.
I've, I don't think I've gotten like that before, but I've been motivated by the wrong things. That's what I finally realized. It's like I make shit up to motivate myself. And that can also be pretty
Same.
dangerous too. You could leave stuff that's like actually important and that is actually good because you're like, no, I need to go accomplish shit and pursue all this, pursue all this kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, yeah, sometimes I just,
I get what you're saying. I'd start doing shit because it's like, oh, like X and Y fucking reason, but it's not really what I want to do.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, and then you can also get caught up in it to the point where it's like you're pursuing something and you like forget like what is actually the end goal here? Like why am I pursuing any of this? Like where do I want
yeah.
this to go? And
Some
I
people
feel
realize
like
that too late, though.
yeah, I hope it's not too late. I do
No,
think
it's
about
not too
that.
late for us.
I think I finally figured out. No, I know I finally figured out what direction I want to go in life. And I'm well aligned with that. I just don't know if the the outside world is gonna line up at the same time. But
Yeah.
I have faith that it will. Um, now that I'm in the right place. Um,
Sometimes we're just being different, just like everybody else.
yeah.
You know,
Um,
like you really think there's a way out, but like circumstances will weigh on you. Whatever it is, whether it's like the economy 10 years from now or whatever happens, the cards will fall.
yeah.
And,
Yes,
it's been
yeah,
written on it's been written on the wall already.
right, I guess. What's written on the wall?
I don't know the way things are going to end up. It's been prophesied. It's been set in place.
Right. Right. Yeah, you got to go, here's what I think is right, here's what I'm going to do, and
Here's how I'm gonna work through this.
regardless of the results, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to have some faith. I'm going to let God roll the dice on that. See how it goes.
Swag.
Um
And that's
I
the
guess
first
that's what you got to
episode.
do. Then
That's
you
the
got to
first episode for this two-parter.
be at peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Bam,
cut
there
it
you
off right
go.
here. Bam. Be at peace. Work through this shit, motherfuckers. You got Atlantis 2. We'll hit you back on part 2.
Bam. In the glorious future.
Bam. In the glorious future.